Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from suburban Detroit. We are live at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And coming off that championship season a year ago, that success carried right over into this year. I think they've played at a very high level all season long. And they're going to make another run at the title, don't you think, Clark?
It certainly looks that way, partner. I mean, some teams suffer a championship hangover or malaise in the following season. Not these guys. They've been terrific all year.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeRozan. Brook Lopez is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Lowry, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Here's the dude, just 2 to shoot. Ellis can't get it to go. And here's Lowry. Now the dish to Sullinger. Lowry gets to DeRozan. Outside Lowry. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good with the triple. On defense, Brooklyn. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Here's Monroe. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Monroe. Good on both. Detroit on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
So it's Detroit now, following the 3-point attempt by DeRozan. Ellis, the pass to Chan. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And Ellis is good for 3. Ellis has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Sullinger, averaging 10 points per contest. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Hayward can't hit.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's Irving. And he converts the layup.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
This is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest 3-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. Monte Ellis is 4th.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play 2-guard, but it definitely helps, and pretty much all these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of them on the roll from 3-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Now here is Lowry. This is to DeRozan. Here's the dude. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He immediately addressed their offensive game plan and detailed an aggressive up-tempo style. It sounds like their offense is going to come from the transition game. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. So still in the opening quarter and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at that three-point shot.
Ellis, the pass to Chan. He kicks it to Drummond. Lays it up and banks it in. Drummond's got his first 2 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And stolen by Drummond. Now Detroit moving it up. Irving's got the ball. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now here's DeRozan. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Detroit foul call. Chan. That's his first.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Pistons leading by 8. Pass to Chan. In low to Ellis. On the wing, Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. Expanding his range. Sullinger with the rebound. Nets trail by 8. Lowry with the ball. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Chan. Here's Sullinger. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 7 points.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Here's Sullinger. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Now the pass to Chan. Over in the corner, Ellis. All alone. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. DeRozan in the corner. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pistons leading by 6. Irving gets a screen from Chan. Ellis, the pass to Chan. And there's the feed to Irving. Goes up on the wing. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 6.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Now here's Hayward. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit. And you know, that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
Here's Ellis. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too. Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Over to the wing. Over to the left wing. Sullinger with a screen for Hayward. And Lopez gets it to go.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Feeds it to Ellis. 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot. Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Nets trail by 8. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Irving with it. Lowry picks him up. Irving passes to Chan. Kicks it to Ellis. It's stolen by Solinger. Lowry against Ellis. Lowry dishes to Hayward. It's DeRozan with the drive, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 6.
Okay, on defense, we're not even going to guard the three-point line. We are protecting the paint. No drive to the basket, no offensive rebounds. We own the paint. Now, let's go.
So both teams making some changes here.
A moment here now to look at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. He's around 18 points per game, an assist and 2 rebounds. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability. Here's the dude. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That's good. And the Pistons lead by 7. Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside Lowry. He feeds it Cardinal. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And stretching back to the break, here's how the Nets have performed. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in opponent field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And I love that number, Clark, 3rd in fewest turnovers per game, because that's a sign of a well-coached team, very disciplined. They share the basketball. Their spacing is good. They've got a good plan of attack every game. So the players know where each other is, and that just allows for much better offensive execution.
First one falls for. Both shots good from the stripe. Detroit leading by 5. Pass to Chan. Back to Irving. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Nets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Lowry kicks to Cardinal. Back to Lowry. To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Chan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the punt.
And Lowry gets double teamed. There's the triple. Covington with the bucket.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Pistons leading by 7. Irving gets a screen from Chan. Irving passes to Chan. Back to Irving, 18 feet out. Again, the Pistons score.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Lowry. Here's the dish, Cardinal. And he banks in the layup.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Irving gets a screen from Chan. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Pass to Sharp. Tries a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they didn't play well that night. They weren't very aggressive. They shot the ball too often from the perimeter, never got it inside, and they were also very shaky from the foul line.
No coverage that time. 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Outside Lowry. Dishes at Cardinal. Right side Lowry. Shoots from the elbow. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Here is Cardinal. A 29-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Chan in at shooting guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Hines in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The dude in their last matchup against the Raptors was simply terrific. He ended with 41 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much. Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
And the Pistons with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Tell you, I'm anxious to see what ends up happening with that Knicks game. Should be a good one.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And the pass to Chan. Over to the wing. Four on the clock. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
Nets trail by 12. Here is Cardinal, averaging 18 points a game. Parsons outside. He kicks it Cardinal. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Detroit.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint. Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Here is Cardinal. Parsons, right side. The feed now Cardinal. Passes it to Harvey. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Parsons. Sinks the triple. Parsons got 6 points in the quarter.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Gordon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. To the paint. Here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Sullinger comes in for Muscala. And it's DeRozan in for Robert Covington. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here is Cardinal, covered by Irving. Cardinal kicks to Sullinger. Cardinal dishes to Parsons. Outside DeRozan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Detroit leading by 11. Irving drives in.
Well, Irving has simply been great. 19 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Cardinal passes to DeRozan. Feeds it Cardinal. Out to the wing. Sullinger the screen. Harvey. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Here's the dude. He has 6. Throws it up high, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Nets trail by 13. Cardinal kicks to DeRozan. Sullinger the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Monte Ellis checked in for the Pistons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Parsons. Detroit with the ball. Pass to Chan. Over in the corner, Ellis. Off the pick. Drummond trying to get himself free. Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Sullinger. Harvey passes to DeRozan. He feeds it Cardinal. It's DeRozan with the drive. Ellis with some nice D.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
There's the pass to Chan. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 9 points for Monte Ellis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here's Sullinger. Out to Hayward. Hits the close-range jumper. Hayward's got 7 points in the game.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Pistons leading by 13. Irving passes to Chan. Over in the corner, Ellis. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And here we have some expert playmakers at the two-guard position. Since the All-Star break, these are the shooting guards averaging the most assists per game. Fifth best, DeMar DeRozan.
That list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. And the way these guys distribute the ball from the two spot is really a thing of beauty.
And Steve, if you want to take your place among the great shooting guards in the NBA, you have to be able to do more than score. You got to pass it as well. And a lot of these guys can.
Hey, listen up. We got to push the ball, all right? First thing we got to do is rebound. And then I want everybody getting out. Fill the lanes, pass the ball ahead, and let's get some easy baskets. We can beat this team down the floor.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
You can see where the Pistons rank in the league stats over these last 10 games now. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Irving passes to Chan. In low to Ellis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
For Detroit, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw good from Ellis. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for 3 points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Here's Irving. 21 points in the game. Passes it to Chan. Over in the corner, Ellis. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Nets trail by 14. Pass to DeRozan. Kicks Cardinal. Lopez a screen. In the corner, it's Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cardinal. Shot denied. And he gets it back. They retain possession. Pistons leading by 14. And it's Ellis penetrating. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ellis has got 12 in the game. Here is Cardinal. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's DeRozan. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Chan passes to Drummond. Here's the dude, Sullinger defending. Outside Irving, the tray. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the dish to Monroe. Baseline J on the way. Nets trail by 14. Cardinal kicks to DeRozan. The feed Cardinal. Sullinger the screen. Down low. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Both teams will make substitutions. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the free throws for him this year, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys. Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Here's the dude. He has 6. Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. DeRozan dishes to Lowry. Back to DeRozan. With the fadeaway. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Here's Chan. The turnaround jumper. Count it. The dude's got 6 points in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Here's Lopez. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Chan. Pistons leading by 11. Ellis left side. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Ellis has got 14 points for the game.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Now, here is Lowry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That's good.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Here's Lowry after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Dishes it to Lopez. 1:35 left in the second quarter. And the shot is good.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Nets trail by 15. Sullinger with a screen for Lowry. DeRozan in the corner. Back to Lowry. He kicks to Hayward. The 3. The shot no good. And it's Detroit the other way. .104 left to play in the first half. Here's the dude. 8 points for him. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc, Monte Ellis, and that's good. Ellis has got 12 now in this quarter.
Keeping up the pressure here. I like that. And when you have a lead, don't let up.
Yeah, this game could be over soon if they keep pounding it the way they are.
Now here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Hayward. Feeds it to DeRozan. Lopez a screen. To end the run. The rebound by Chan.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Here's the dude. Over in the corner, Ellis lets it go with a 3. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. The wide open look here for DeRozan. No good from outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pistons ahead. They lead by 18. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I've seen much to exploit. Really, it's just been about all keeping the ball moving and letting my teammates make the plays I know they can make. I sort of lucked into a lot of assists that way.
Your decisions have been on point to this point. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though. On offense, we couldn't have been better. Ideal game plan, and you guys have carried it out to perfection. No going easy on them in the second half. We're going for the throat. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. And a point of focus has to be offensive rebounding from now on. I'm not as worried about our transition defense as I am about us missing out on second chance points, because they are there for us. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He went off in the first two quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Nets trailed by 18, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Lowry out there at DeRozan. Then it's Hayward. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's his first personal.
For Brooklyn, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Now, here is Irving. Here's the dude. In the corner, Irving with it. Wide open look. And good on the basket. Booking. Irving's got 23.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now, here is Lowry. And it's DeRozan missing. The drive by Ellis. And Detroit again with the bucket. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside Lowry. Outside DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night. Detroit leading by 18. Irving passes to Chan. Drummond with a screen on Hayward. Throws it up high, and Drummond throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Now listen, we are one shot now. They are getting every defensive rebound. So when we shoot, I want to crash the offensive glass. Any misses will be ours.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Lowry kicks to Hayward. Goes up the baseline. That's good. 7 points for Jared Sullinger.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Monroe against Sullinger. Monroe, no good.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
And stolen by Irving. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Ellis goes in. Here's the dude. He's got 8. 5 on the clock. He's looking for Ellis and finds him. Pass to Chan. Fires it up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Outside Lowry. Out to DeRozan. Here's Lopez, and that one's good. Lopez has got 6.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. And you look at the dude, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that well, not at center, but at small forward, it gives you a remarkably dependable option down the floor.
That is so true, Steve. From 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, his touch is really on target from any distance.
Here's the dude, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Ellis outside. Monroe down low. Sellinger's there, and he gets the bucket. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's an 18-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And, you know, for the Pacers, that's a game that they would really like to win.
Now here's DeRozan. 14 points for him.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Irving passes to Chan. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
With Detroit, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Now here is Lowry. He feeds it to Covington. Now the pass to Cardinal. Kicks it to Covington. The drive by Lowry. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Irving dishes to Drummond. Here's the dude. 8 points for him. Ellis outside. Shot on the wing. And the shot is long.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here is Cardinal. He's guarded by Ellis. Passes it to Cardinal. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for Monroe.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Pistons. Gordon.
Detroit on D. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Covington's shot is off.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Pass to Chan. Six to shoot. At the elbow, it's Ellis. Baseline try. Shot's good. Ellis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Nets trailed by 19. Outside Lowry. Pass to Covington. Lowry against Irving, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. That is good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Here is Cardinal following the basket by Kyrie Irving. To the wing on the left. Cardinal kicks to Lowry. The dish to Covington. Now the feed to Parsons. Shot clock at 5. Lowry passes to Cardinal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Cardinals got 7.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Pistons leading by 18. Irving dishes to Drummond. Here's the dude. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Ellis. He tries for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
The Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's the dude. Back to Irving. Here's the dude. Irving with a clean look. And Detroit again with the bucket.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Nets trail by 18. Dishes at Cardinal. The pass to Muscala. He kicks to Covington. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And that's a record that I'd always thought would stand forever. No one's come close to it for decades.
Count that one. 30 points for Kyrie Irving.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Outside Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Covington kicks to Lowry. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Detroit.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Irving passes to Chan. On the wing, Ellis. Corner shot. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
They've worked the ball around very well. And I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
Now, here is Lowry. Here's Cardinal. And the Nets miss again.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint, Lowry. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's the dude. He's got 8. Irving double team. Here's the dude. He dishes it to Ellis. Feeds to Irving. Takes a 3. The shot is off. Nets trail by 21. And it's Lowry penetrating. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Nets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he makes both from the line. Pistons leading by 19 points. Irving passes to Chan. Off the screen.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And it's Lowry penetrating. Excellent D there from Chan.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
He feeds it to Irving. Puts up a three. That's good. 5 points in the game. Now Lowry. Kicks it Cardinal. Outside Lowry. Harvey passes to Lowry. It's deflected. There's the feed Cardinal. Just 3 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the dude. Lowry covering. And he gets the bucket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here is Lowry. Pass to Cardinal. To stop the run. And the shot is good. Cardinals got 11.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's the dude. 10 points for him. Inside. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's the dude. After the basket by Brooklyn. Irving for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doubled by Chan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Pass to Chan. To the right side. Here's Hines. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's Detroit opening up a huge gap. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Now the pass to Hines. Shot clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting free throws.
He's off on the first.
Kevin, it's disheartening.
And the Pistons making a change here. Irving's checked in. Some changes for Brooklyn. Here is Cardinal. Parsons with a screen on Irving to the middle. And there's the 3-second violation.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
Yep, brain fade is what I like to call it. There's no way they're getting out of the hole making mistakes like that.
The dude, he's checked in for the Pistons. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. Back to Irving. Passes to Chan. Back to Irving. Gets to the corner and buries him. Irving's got 35 in the game.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Pass to DeRozan. Here's Harvey. Rebounded by Chan.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Here's the dude. Outside Irving. From outside the arc, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 38 points.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Pistons.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
They're capping off this season series in just the way we would have expected out of a team that has already won the previous 3 encounters.
You know, we don't see the 4-game sweep between conference opponents very often. This has been utter domination.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for the dude. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than his scoring as he racked up a triple-double.
Now here's DeRozan, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Here's the dude. Off the screen. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
I think I was in the right place at the right time, really. I know some guys will study the tape to watch for certain players and miss shots, but not me. You know, I just prefer to play off feel and use my strength to get to the boards.
Mission accomplished tonight. Congratulations. Kev, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Player of the Game.